All right, there are stunning allegations from a former football player at Northwestern University. The unnamed player accuses the football program of permitting hazing, including sexual misconduct. This after head coach Pat Fitzgerald was suspended for 2 weeks without pay due to an investigation that found participation in or knowledge of the hazing activities was widespread across football players. The university's president says he's considering a harsher punishment for Fitzgerald now that more details about the alleged hazing are coming to light. NewsNation's Ryan Bass joins me now live with the details.
Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, Northwestern University's president says he may have actually been too lax in terms of Coach Fitzgerald's punishment here, especially after an internal investigation proved that hazing did in fact happen under his watch, and as more players come forward with explosive allegations. Allegations of sexualized hazing and now claims of racism rocking the storied Northwestern football program. A 6-month internal investigation concluded on Friday that there was evidence to support claims of hazing within the program. On Saturday, the school student newspaper spoke with a former player who called the alleged hazing incidents egregious, vile, and inhumane behavior, a lot of which he detailed as sexualized acts.
Northwestern has tried to keep this hidden under the rug, tried to move past it, but I think the people need to see what the investigation came up with.
While the findings didn't go into exact details on the type of hazing, the former player alleged to the paper and ESPN that players would be restrained and dry-humped in a dark locker room as punishment. He also said players had to strip naked for workouts.
The coaching staff and the other football staff and others in the athletic department, if they were doing their job, they would have known about this.
Pat Fitzgerald, the Wildcats' longtime head coach, was suspended for 2 weeks without pay after the investigation's findings, which also said there wasn't enough evidence to suggest the coaching staff knew what was going on. Lawyer Michael Levine, who's handled hazing cases before, said regardless, the punishment wasn't harsh enough.
It's really just way too little too late. Shockingly, a small slap on the wrist in light of what the allegations are.
In a letter addressed to the NU community, Michael Schill, the school's president, alluded to potential further punishment, saying he, quote, may have erred in weighing the appropriate sanction. That same student newspaper reported on Monday that 3 former football players also described a culture of enabling racism around the program. Coach Fitzgerald hasn't yet commented on that, but did deny any hazing went on under his watch. Reporter Bradley Locker said if it was happening, it's hard to fathom he wasn't aware of it.
It feels short-sighted to say that Fitzgerald could not have known about this given his involvement in overseeing every aspect of this program.
In that exclusive interview, Bradley, who's an NU student and has been reporting on these allegations, actually says that he's been told by multiple players and assistant coaches that these hazing allegations did in fact happen. Now, the university, Elizabeth, has also announced it is now requiring annual mandatory anti-hazing training for all coaches, staff members, and now student athletes.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.